Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. For those of you who don't know, I started Grumpy Old Fart to express my political and social opinions and to say things that I felt needed to be said. Unfortunately, YouTube started giving me strikes. As a hedge against this happening, I have created backup YouTube channels, Grumpy Old Gamer and Grumpy Old Ufologist. I also created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can find all of my stuff there, including my political opinion and current events. The link to my Rumble channel, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a military blunders video on the Battle of Bosworth. One of the basic military requirements of any force is that all of the troops have to be fighting on the same side. You don't necessarily have to believe in the cause, but you at least have to not be fighting for the other side. That's the main thing. In 1485, Henry Tudor was threatening Richard III of York. Henry had around 5,000 men, including 2,000 mercenaries he'd acquired on a recruitment trip through Wales. A lot of them were French, and they were good mercenaries. They were very experienced men. Richard had a force in excess of over 10,000. He had bribed many lords for their men, and he had kidnapped the son of Sir Thomas Stanley to force the addition of his troops and his brother's troops, Sir William Stanley's, as well. Each of these lords sent about 3,000. So he had a sizable force, but a lot of them he had bribed and a lot of them he had forced to join. Richard ranked his men in 3 battles, or equivalent to divisions, on or around Ambion Hill. When the Stanley brothers' troops arrived, they positioned their troops off to the sides of the battlefield rather than join Richard's main force. On August 22nd, the battle began. Forces of Richard's began a cavalry charge. When Richard saw Henry and his bodyguard separated from the main force, he charged and started hacking his way towards his adversary. So the battle starts, there's a cavalry charge. Richard saw Henry with some of his bodyguards off to the side. And so he immediately charged them, and some forces intervened, and he was hacking his way through to get to his enemy. At that point, the Stanleys attacked Richard. They attacked his forces. They were on either side, and they just right in, both sides. Richard was surrounded, and his force was battered to death. Richard's army was crushed. Henry became King Henry VII. The deciding factor here was not militarily, strategically, and tactically. Every action that was taken was sound. What failed Richard was his politics. He tried to force people to fight for him by threatening their family. Blood is thicker than water and, for most, stronger than steel. Somebody threatens my family, they're not getting my help. They're not getting my help at all. I'm going to do whatever I can to undermine them, hamstring them, kneecap them, whatever it takes. I'll bring a bat. I don't give a flying fuck. Somebody comes after my family, yeah, they're fucked. When the Stanleys set up their men on the sides away from Richard's main force, that should have been a red flag. I don't know if the Stanleys were in contact with Henry, but even if they were not, the effect could not have been much worse for Richard. Your troops have to be committed to your cause. Not necessarily as in, yes, we want this man to, they have to be willing to fight for you. If they're your men, they have to be willing to die for you. They have to be committed in that respect. If you're going onto a battlefield, you have to believe in the cause. You may not have to believe in that person, but you have to believe in the cause enough to fight the other side. You see what I'm saying? If the troops fighting for you are not loyal to your side, at least, you're done. Period. When your own troops turn on you, you're done. That's all there is to it. And that was the politics is what failed Richard. It wasn't the military strategy or tactics. It was the politics. And when you're building an army, politics matters. That's all there is to it. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.